People have been making music for thousands of years. Music is something which speaks to people of all ages and all backgrounds and can have a transforming effect on people's lives. My passion is to bring classical music alive for my audiences and for my students, especially those with little or no experience of it. In my piano recitals, in my chamber music recitals, my talks on music, my courses in music appreciation, and in my work as a piano teacher and a piano accompanist. The work I'm playing here is by the popular French composer Claude Debussy. It was composed in 1904 and is called L'Île Joyeuse, which means the joyful island. And it was very revolutionary for its time in that it combines both Eastern and Western influences in its tonalities and harmony, and pianistic techniques which were totally new at the time. I firmly believe that the joy of classical music should be made available to everybody, from the very young to the very elderly. It can have a transforming effect on people's lives, bringing inspiration, hope, and real pleasure. A welcome oasis from the challenges of everyday life. I'd like to tell you a little about the Russian composer Sergei Rachmaninoff. Rachmaninoff retained his unashamedly romantic style of composition right up until the end of his life in 1943, despite widespread modernistic experimentation taking place elsewhere in the musical world in the first decades of the 20th century. Rachmaninoff was also one of the finest pianists of his generation, composing numerous piano works for himself to play on his extended concert tours. Listen to the expansive and expressive piano writing in this short prelude in D major, which he composed in 1903. It was written around the same time as his very famous second piano concerto. Discovering great female composers whose work has been unjustly forgotten or ignored over the years due to gender prejudice is something particularly close to my heart. Lily Boulanger was the first woman in history to win the prestigious Prix de Rome Prize for composition in Paris in 1913. She worked in the same period as the famous composers Claude Debussy and Maurice Ravel. Yet, after her untimely death at the age of 24, Her wonderful music was rarely performed. I'd like to play a piece by Lily Boulanger composed in Rome in 1914, and it's translated as From an Old Garden. I have worked as a piano accompanist for numerous instrumentalists and singers over a period of more than 30 years, and I offer coaching as an accompanist and in piano accompaniment and in chamber music to musicians of all ages and standards. As a piano teacher, I encourage each one of my students to develop an all-round knowledge and appreciation of music, so that classical music may become a source of real joy and fulfillment to them throughout their lives. So if you would care to contact me regarding piano or chamber recitals or lecture recitals, courses, piano accompaniment or lessons, I would be delighted to hear from you. Just go to the contact page of my website at www.angelazanders.com and send me a message and I will get back to you right away. Thank you so much for watching.